Welcome to the sportiest stream and welcome to more Rocket League esports action. Hopefully all of you are doing well out there. It's great to be back. It's great to be here. We're in front of all of you. We've got an incredible match coming up tonight here. It's only one match this evening, but a great match nonetheless here. None the least here. In a best of 7 is the semifinals, aka the conference finals of the Mannfield League of the Evolution Championship Series Season 2. We have 4 teams left in our Mannfield division. After tonight, that number is going to go down to 3. We have 2 Immortals, Underworld, Wolves, Lunar, Legion, and it's a best of 7. These teams have already gone through a lot in their bracket already. It's 2 LX who themselves have to make some pretty impressive upsets to beat Hydra Ryzen to get to this point. Underworld, Wolves, Lunar, Legion, obviously we saw them in their impressive upset over Evolve Astra. Winner of this match will be the winner of Evolve Moonlight and RC Bash Brothers on the other side of the bracket. It's going to be incredible action here tonight, incredible from all of these teams. Is again Underworld Wolves, Lunar Legion, but of Underworld Wolves Esports. As who's the best team of all the teams? That's a tough one. It's the Mannfield division. It's Champ 1, Champ 2. There's a lot of really good teams in this division. This top 4 itself is pretty scary, but honestly, on a different day, maybe we'd have a completely different top 4. It's a very, very scary group, that's for sure, but a great best of 7 for all of you tonight. Again, World Wolves versus 2LX. Seen this. We haven't seen 2 Life Xfinity in a very long time. But that's what the 2LX stands for. 2 Life Xfinity. Bit of a complicated name, but shouldn't be complicated. As what matters in this series. You win and you move on. Lose and your run is over. Both these seems pretty impressive to make it to top 4, considering their initial seedings coming into this. 2LX, the number 3rd seed, though, they were expected to make it pretty far. Oh, actually, sorry, no upsets for them to make it to this point. I thought they had at least 1 upset. Underworld Wolves were 7 on the seedings. The other 2 teams get Evolve Moonlight, RC Bash Brothers. Evolve Moonlight's the 4th seed, and RC Bash Brothers are the 12th seed. So, again, that's the fun thing about the Mannfield division. So many teams can make it to that top level because it's very, very close together. Generally, the higher divisions have less upsets in their playoff brackets. They usually have a lot more of their top seeded teams make it through. Of course, in this season, things can change. But I think it's also going to be really important to talk about this is the fact that this is a rematch as well. Last time these 2 teams met was in Week 7, where Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion did win in a Game 5. It was one of their 5 regular season wins. Now they're just looking to try to get as many as they can, especially in this bracket where it is going to be close. It is going to be quite intense. At this point for both these teams, it's, again, 1 more best of 7. He goes to finals. Road, though, is not easy. It's definitely paved with difficulties. But no one ever said this road was going to be easy for both these teams. They both have made it this far already. No one wants to see their run end, but for one of these teams, it is going to have to end here in the semifinals, aka the conference finals. Whatever term you use. I use semifinals. I know ECS, as you guys see, has named it as the conference finals on their bracket. Whatever you guys call it is fine for me. Everybody's complete. Again, we are just preparing for this incredible series. Again, we got to see Underworld Wolves in their last win, that Game 7 win over Evolve Astra. So, simply put, they have put themselves in a beautiful position to upset yet another top tier team. Again, they've already had to upset the number 1 overall seed in Evolve Astra. 2LX, the number 3 seed, didn't feel all that out of place. And this is probably the full rankings, not the conference rankings. Conference rankings are a little different here. Based on the conference rankings, the number 1 and 3 seed out of the entire league are together, even though in reality it's the number 1 and 2 seed out of their conference. Yeah, out of their own conference, though. This is the second seed. As they actually have joined into Alexa Immortals. Just Handyman, Bouncer L, and Stun. Underworld Wolves, I have a feeling they're going to be playing the same roster they did last time around, which is Grim, Reckless, and Sammy. The roster they played last time. The roster that was successful for them in their last match. Wouldn't be surprised if they played the same grouping all over again. We'll see, though, if that is the case or not. But for us here, get to go right into this one. It looks like actually maybe Aiko is going to be playing instead of Sammy. Little change up here, based on my expectations of Underworld Wolves, but I mean it's a change up that they're going for here to get into the semi-finals. Underworld Wolves, Lunar Legion, and 2 Alexa Immortals. A grand final spot is in waiting. The winner of this will be the first finalist for the Mannfield Division Season 2. The other will have to see their run end here in the top 4, but I hope these teams will be pretty happy to make it this far. Specifically Underworld Wolves, who, again, themselves have come into this top 4. But out was that 7th seed, a team that had struggled in the playoffs last season. So, I mean, they're going to be pretty happy, although they want those goals, and already doing well, getting themselves on offense. Reckless will have it just high, and just like what he was like last week, Reckless is going to be very, very integral to the Underworld Wolves' success. If he's playing well, this offense on Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion can be quite scary. That is, if he's playing well. If he's not, Underworld Wolves do struggle without him. Overall, team that's never really ever had a good offensive counterpart to their offense. Now they have it in Reckless. They be able to kind of bounce and work on that. Right now, not doing so well, although they're keeping up with 2 Alexa Immortals. Just a Handyman. Will go midfield. Reckless with yet another clear. Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion looking for the outplay as Aiko out to Reckless. Stun will clear this one back, or Grim Queen is waiting under it. Will be a relatively routine save. 2 Alexa Immortals not looking all that stressed right now, even though this is one of the few teams they lost to in the regular season. Wolves Lunar Legion, again, it was part of their really impressive second half of their season, where I believe they won, I want to say, 3 out of their last 4 matches. Definitely a team that itself is, again, really built themselves up after the addition of Reckless. They actually beat this Underworld Wolves roster last season on a different team. Alexa Immortals looking in the midfield. Grim Queen will punt this one back. Bouncer, they'll keep it away as Alexa Immortals a little bit panicked here. They will recover. And what I love so much about this 2 Alexa team, they are very calm, which is not an easy thing to do. Especially when you're this far into the playoffs, it's so easy to get nervous. At this point in their season, all these teams deserve to be here. Are they going to be, do you play as if you deserve to be here? That mentality of that you should be here, you should be making it as far as you can. That mentality needs to be in all these teams at this point. You're not gonna make it forward without a good mental on your head. Right now, 2LX doing well to keep things away. It will be you're back in by the Grim Queen. Little Wolf still not able to get their chance. That one there was sent on. It will be turned aside as Aiko will be racing back. Grim Queen waiting on the goal line. 2LX with another back pass. Is that one? Is it on? It's just off the post. 2LX Immortals survive. Grim Queen going for some demos, but the play won't open up. Now it's Stun! And it's 2LX Immortals on the counterattack. It was Aiko Eskew who took her chances on that challenge. But unable to get there in time, it will be sent all the way back. And 2LX Immortals. They'll find the early, well, for in the first strike, not the early strike, the first strike in this series that comes on a counterattack too, which is, I mean, with the way that Lunar Legion's asking for them to play, and maybe the only options they get is Stun, double tap. Oh, he nearly had that tucked under the bar. Old Wolves will clear this one out as, again, I've been really liking this ferocity of their playstyle. This is a team that wants this win, that is playing in the face of 2LX. It's going to be very tough to shake up this 2LX feeling. This team, again, just has such a good mental with them. They look so calm. They look so composed. That kind of aggression is definitely going to make teams panic. Just about finding those opportunities, getting those chances. Aiko Weski in for Grim Queen. It will be cleared out by Bouncer. Is yet another infield attempt. It's definitely not a bad idea. Underworld Wolves as Reckless not in a great position here. Did bump out Aiko. Now he's been bumped by Grim Queen. Underworld Wolves trying to get this one away as Reckless. Grim Queen already calling for it. Reckless will help out. That touch not on target, and Wolves Lunar Legion will look to clear this out, although not doing so well. 2LX with stun on yet another open break. Vulnerable Wolves Lunar Legion, their offense has definitely been producing, but it hasn't been scoring. With how heavy they're pushing up, they need to get goals, or else that is going to be likely to happen. 2LX Immortals just playing on the counterattack, waiting for the openings. Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion, they're playing very well, they're playing very aggressive. It's the right kind of pace, it's the right kind of idea. As in many ways they're controlling the pace of this game, they just aren't scoring. Aren't creating chances. I want to see more, maybe more demos. Something else, Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion on offense. They can finally put some shots in the back of the net, because right now, 2LX Immortals will take game one in a shutout. It was 2 breakaway chances for stun that was all this team needed. Game 1 is theirs. They're off to a great start. And while I would say 2LX I actually thought Underworld Wolves were the better looking team in that one. Even though they had less ball possession, they won a whole lot more of the field. They were so much more frenetic. I felt like they wanted this game. But if you can't score on your chances, you can't really make that many chances, you're not going to be in a good position. Only 4 shots for Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion. And while that isn't terrible, that's not great either. For a team that generally needs a good amount of shots to get goals, they're going to need to find either better shots or just put more on. Because right now, for Underworld Wolves, this feels like they just aren't being able to get those chances. And I want to see maybe more demos as well. Immortals is such a good team, and sitting back and taking that pressure. Again, they're looking so calm right now. And I think for Underworld Wolves, their major point of success will be in unleashing a sort of chaos on the 2LX Immortals defense. See if we get any signs of that. Now we go into game 2, and I don't think we're going to be seeing any major changes from either roster. As even if I'm the Lunar Legion, it was a good game 1. It looked confident. It looked good. Just need to see more from them if they want to be able to take games off this side. And the way they're playing is they're hoping for 2LX to make mistakes, or for their shooting to improve, which isn't going to be something that happens often, and often enough in a series like this. Thank you, 2LX Fallen. Welcome to the Spuddiest stream here, as we've come in time to watch start of game 2. 2LX Immortals did take game 1, 2-0. Stun, who we are seeing right now, scored both goals on open nets. Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion, though, won the field and won overall just based on the way they wanted to play. Well, that's not a good play there! Stun's gonna take the top left corner. And it's a mistake from Reckless. A bad first touch, leading to a bad recovery, leading to a play that's right in front for Stun. He's not missing on those chances. No one at this point in their season is gonna miss on those opportunities. Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion. A pretty horrific start, I would say. Again, it's Reckless who has really been that offensive player. He was the offensive type player last series when they played against the Volvastra. Gotta be that offensive type player here against 2LX Immortals. Gotta be that kind of player against anyone at this point in the season. He's gonna make the offense what it is. Lunar Legion trying to rally around him here, but that's not a great play to do it. 2 go as it will be sent back. Aiko not able to get there. It's a open shot for Josh the Handyman. And Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion having issues actually getting the ball out of their own half. Running on low boost. Running on a lot more panic right now. It will be kept away. Aiko. Josh will keep it to the back corner. 2LX Immortals with another chance outwards. This one pinched upfield. Aiko Weski off the sidewall. Reckless unable to find the nets, and 2LX Immortals waiting. Oh, that's a great clear though, and it's the Grim Queen with goal 1 for the Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion. Just a simple shot off the sidewall too. 2LX had a dem on the backfield. Open up the space when you remove the goaltender. Everything opens up. And what we're seeing right now is Underworld Wolves under Legion get a goal back, try to find that opening. Reckless. Grim Queen unable to beat Stun. As Stun again! He's scored his 4th goal this series. 2LX Immortals rallying behind him, but Bouncer made that play work. Caught Aiko Weski in a very tough block. And 2LX lead by 1 here as another chance. It's gonna bounce in. Bouncer. Oh, actually a pretty apt name for that moment. Nearly making it 3 goals to 1, and Wolves under Legion trying to be as confident as they can. Reckless. Stun. Will send this one back to Alexa Immortals. Still Stun, who is running laps. Oh no, an own goal. Aiko Weski's just shot it in her own net. And 2LX Immortals will take yet another one. Another goal from Stun. As we go further in the game too, it's 2LX Immortals who are just taking over on the offensive side. This is a little bit more of the takeover that they were hoping for. Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion, can they get a response? As Stun, yet another shot. Almost got a double tap on that. Bouncer saved by Grim Queen, and oh, I don't know what Stun ate today, but he's been looking pretty good. And a lot of people in chat talked about that earlier. Aerial shot from him. 2LX Immortals again. Just trying to set him up perfectly, although, well, that's a bit of panic there from Josh. That ball kept moving away from him as now Reckless. And will control this one as they'll leave it out for Bouncer. 2LX jumping his Bouncer, double tap, nearly able to connect. Stun, should be, will be in the back corner. And we'll bounce off the back, we'll go in here. And again, the net left wide open, and when you leave the net wide open, and with how Stun has been playing, I think that's the last person you want to have taking that chance. Well, maybe not nearly as calm this game as they were in the last one, but I think a lot of the reason is that they want those chances as Grim Queen. Able to get that redirected, it will be left for Reckless. Underworld Wolves, midfield, this one, oh my goodness, it's going in, okay. Reckless is going to be given credits. We've seen incredible shots, and we see this. This is Champ 1, Champ 2, my friend, and, well, probably a lot of Champ 3 as well, knowing that that is the kind of stuff I see at my level, and that's where my rank is right now. And it is 2LX who are leading by 2. Underworld Wolves have gotten one back, and they get another time. Running low here in game 2, and while they haven't looked bad, it does feel like they've looked outpaced. That's almost a perfect shot from Josh the Handyman. It did bounce off of Grim Queen. I did bounce off of the player to get there, but 2LX winning on the offense now, which is a much scarier sign than what was last game. Last game, felt like it was Underworld Wolves who had the pressure, who had control, but this time around, 2LX looking a lot better. As Stun We're gonna ball chase this one. Iko Weski, is that in? Oh, it's off the back post. Nearly bounced in. It was a Cookshare pinch from Iko Weski. Underworld Wolves, Lunar Legion, Reckless, back wall, stun. We'll clear this one out. And 2LX Immortals. That is a game number 2. 2LX Immortals will take this one. That means closer and closer. Lex Immortal is only 2 wins away from their placement in that top flight. Now closing in on that finals appearance, 2LX Immortals again coming into this event as the overall 3rd seed in this division. Yet another great performance. Stun trying to lead his team here, and again, this team doing so well to corral around him. Really build him up. He's the one who's playing well tonight. It's just about... and really, for so many of these good players, there's so many of them in this tournament. That's the scary thing about it. There's so many of these players who can stand up and carry your team over, but what makes good teams and great teams with those kind of players is if how the team works around them. Underworld Wolves and Legion unlock their own cheat code in Reckless. He played like last time around when they took out Evolve Astra. But we'll see how they can. Sammy already trying to get things started. As he's come in to replace the Grim Queen. Underworld Wolves, I think, playing a little bit more defensively. Sammy's sits a little further back. He's going to deal with a lot more of the clears that 2LX Immortals are going to throw at them. Again, a lot of it's going to be, and Sammy support Reckless. He did so really well last week in the way that he played. He allowed Reckless to sit further up the field. Underworld Wolves in a Legion. After a minute already, gonna get things going on offense. Sammy, it's a great bounce as well. Stun will be there, but so will Josh the Handyman. Double commits for 2LX Immortals. We're having both players read that one. It's only gonna make things tough as Sammy will not have overcommitted nearly on its way to the net, but as it will be cleared out, Sammy inch off the ceiling. Reckless will go back wall here. Iko Weski and Sammy both jumping in. Is that gonna fall through? Josh the Handyman. That's the calmness that this defense is needed. Oh, but that's not it. Reckless is gonna have a strange loopy goal. And somehow it's found its way in. Underworld Wolves will take the lead as... oh dear, bouncer. That's going to be a big punch in the gut. How well they've been playing so far. That is another huge goal against them. And Underworld was actually built on this. They didn't do so last game. Oh, Stun here. He's up a lot faster than Sammy, who really took his time to get there in time. Nearly cost him as well as he'll look midfield. It's a little awkward bounce. Iko Weski to Sammy. Josh will be waiting, and well, now he's just dunked out his own teammate here. 2LX Immortals. This is where the panic begins as Reckless. They're back by Bouncer, blocked by Sammy as well. Josh the Handyman. As I go, 50 with stun. And Underworld Wolves in a Legion just trying to play close here as Reckless leaving it midfield. Underworld Wolves still looking to attack as Stun. That's a really nice first touch, but Unfortunately, no one there to help him. Two Immortals stuck in midfield, and this is exactly what the Lunar Legion was hoping it would happen when they added in Sammy. This is the kind of way he plays. He wants to play a midfield control type game. Exactly what he's doing here is he sets up Iko Weski for that shots, which is saved by Bouncer. Underworld Wolves holding in close as just a handyman will get by Iko Weski. Underworld Wolves just staying on top of things, but it's two Immortals who have that killer instinct, have that ability to break through as everybody's committed here. That net a bit vulnerable, but Reckless will get there in time. And Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion, as that's a really good bounce, but it will be yet again cleared away. I'm running low here. Underworld Wolves again, upfield. Sammy unable to get there in time. Does keep Stun off guard, and it's a rare mistake from Stun. He didn't read the back wall bounce. And Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion will take it. Completely misjudged it. It went a lot further than he thought it would. And it's 2-0 as Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion and maybe, just maybe, this could be their first game win of the night. I mean, it is a best of 7, so it's a very long road to coming back, but it's got to start somewhere. And if it starts late, it starts late. No, Wolves Lunar Legion have done that before. Corner, Sammy. As 10 seconds, counting down, Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion staying on top of things. And it just means that as the seconds tick by, Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion will get their first game win of the night. As wait, Semis is a best of 7. It is a best of 7, you're right about that. All matches in the playoffs are best of 7. Now everything's best of 7 in the playoff bracket. Last season, it was best of 7 semis and grands. This time, it's best of 7 everything. As most playoff brackets have best of 7s for everything. Especially single elimination. Because it's so easy to get eliminated early. That does mean we're going to game 4 here. And these teams already immediately readying up. I feel like some models didn't feel that bad last game, obviously. Again, it was a good defensive structure. Just couldn't get things going on offense. Again, that midfield control. That's what the Underworld Wolves want. And they added in Sammy. Himself isn't going to improve the offense all too much. He'll definitely change it. And you know, even a change in the offense can sometimes do good for it. And teams play different ways. Sometimes a different look will all be all you need as Sammy. He'll be the first to strike. Underworld Wolves, after having made that change, have turned things around. As that shot from Sammy almost looked like he was going to miss it wide left. Got very close, but it's enough on it. And again, he's picking up that pace too. And that we saw 2Alex do a lot of, which was winning those aerial challenges. Now Underworld Wolves are feeling that confidence to do just the same. And when we're seeing Iko Weski and Sammy both take to the air very quickly, you know they're feeling good! Sammy's got his second already! Just look at the setup too! My goodness, Sammy plays this perfectly! 2Alex Immortals in the struggle bus here. Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion have caught them captive. And Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion just trying to step up even closer. 2X Immortals, though. They've got to answer soon, or else this is going to be another game that could be very, very tough for them to handle. I don't know if they have subs. I know Underworld Wolves do, obviously, having used that sub in Sammy. I don't know if 2 of X Immortals have any of their subs available tonight. If they don't, that means they've got to play with the same roster, which, if they're not feeling very good about this roster, there's not much you can really do about it. It didn't look like they had any subs when they first joined in, so... yeah, a lot of pressure on them here as... if Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion removed Grim Queen. Again, removed one of their more aggressive aspects, made this team a little bit more controlled, a little more defensive. And again, you're seeing the difference. It's a slightly different look on the game plan. That's what's scary about this team as well. They have so many options. And they have a ton of different playstyles. Most of these players have been together for well over a season by this point. A lot of them were teammates on Underworld Wolves last season. Of course, again, building up that chemistry, knowing how each other plays, it's one of the things that makes this team so interesting out of Lunar Legion, because a lot of teams at this level can follow that, but not every team at this level has this amount of variety in all their players. As Sammy now, air dribble, stopped by Stun, as he'll be the last one back, but bumped away by Aiko Wesky. Reckless. Still Reckless. It's Reckless again! It's 3-0! Reckless hasn't scored all that much this series, but he has here at a huge moment. Beats Stun, beats Josh the Handyman. Bouncer caught stranded in the back post. And Sammy's addition, while he may not have had much to do with that goal there, he's been incredible to this team. He may not be a Stun, as we've seen already tonight. Stun has been otherworldly. But he almost certainly is doing his own way of leading. Last series, I know a lot of the things I talked about last series in the quarterfinals match was about the inconsistencies that Sammy had when he was on defense. This series has looked like a whole different view of Sammy. This is him at consistent level. It's 2LX. Still trying to find their chances. Stun. Bouncer up there early. Reckless. Moved back in by Josh the Handyman. Aiko Wesky. Will be cleared back as Stun with a lot of space! Oh, and a perfect shot! You don't want to give Stun space. He's still Stun. And he almost wanted to go for that immediately, but again, one of the best things that Stun seems to have is just a really good view of the game. It's the kind of view that's allowing him to spot these openings. Underworld Wolves and Legion, if they want to stop Stun, they gotta cut him down early. But you give this guy a chance to shoot. It's almost certainly going to be taken there as he's whiffed on that chance. Aiko Wesky gets past Josh the Handyman. Off the corner. Bouncer. Sammy. Second touch. Underworld Wolves, Lunar Legion just trying to keep themselves in. Sammy! That one just cleared away off the crossbar as now a whiff from Aiko Wesky. Only up by 2. Underworld Wolves, Lunar Legion. Not take this too lightly here. Alex Immortals can still come back, and even with this minimal amount of time, it is very, very doable as Stun will be cleared out by Sammy. Josh the Handyman. Aiko Wesky. Bouncer trying to stay with this one, but he doesn't have that much control. And that's another clear for Underworld Wolves, wasting out even more time. Alex Immortals sitting back, but they've got to push up. Sammy looking to take that chance away. It's Reckless who will send this upfield again. Another chance maybe to seal this game. Bouncer has no boost left. A Stun on this one. Oh, he's completely missed it, though. Old Wolves will be able to challenge us. And we'll be able to secure game number 4. Time will run out for 2LX Immortals. Underworld Wolves, Lunar Legion will tie the series up at 2 each. And who knows, we may be seeing another visit to game 7. Oh, wait a second. Stun will take that there. While it's technically possible still for 2LX Immortals, they've got to have a perfect kickoff, which has not been one of their fortes so far tonight. Underworld and Legion have kind of struggled to get those chances. That's not a good kickoff either. Stun may want to take this one, but Echo Wesky will click down it. Underworld Wolves and Legion have game 4. The series is tied at 2 each, and now have a best of 3 to determine our winner. Wolves and Legion off to such a good start this game. It probably was one of the issues, though, is that they couldn't keep it going. Lex Immortals are still 2 Lex Immortals. They're still a very, very solid side with very good players. Underworld Wolves, Lunar Legion will want to improve on that a little bit more, but over 2 Lex Immortals, they're sitting quietly, paying attention. We're guaranteed at least a game 6 as a sub is coming in. Trivia. They do have a sub here for 2 Lex tonight. It is Trivia, who will be replacing Josh the Handyman. See how that change makes any impact, but again, with the fact that these two teams are only 2 wins away, this game matters so much for both of them. 2 Lex have made the sub, so we'll see if that helps them out in any way. As we are in the Aquadome. The Grand Finals awaits one of these two teams at the end of this series. Game number 5. Underworld Wolves and Legion. We've already taken 2 straight. Have already been able to answer 2 Lex Immortals' incredible start. Now it's about being able to add to it. And with a shot that open, they aren't going to have many issues. Where was the defense on 2 Lex? Stun was nowhere to be seen. He was the one who was supposed to be in that position. And sub right now. The substitution change for 2 Lex Immortals. Not off to a great start here in Game 5. As Trivia now, unable to get that touch. Reckless. Going to get the offense started, but simply just to clear away. And 2 Lex Immortals can go upfield on this one. But not for long. Reckless. Get another downed touches. Trivia, oh, he absolutely destroyed Sammy on that challenge. And Underworld Wolves and Legion need to play a bit more carefully, a bit more cautiously. Lex Immortals, I think, trying to find new ways to score, trying to catch them in maybe more unexpected turns. A stun. Oh, it's got a great pass for Trivia. That should be in. And it will be. Stun up so quickly to it. He's been so fast tonight. The Lex Immortals, again, have been relying so heavily on him. It feels a lot like how Reckless played last match around for Underworld Wolves when they took down Evolve Astra. We have that central figure who's doing almost everything you can think of on offense. The only issue, obviously, is if stun starts to slow down, who's going to step in for him? To Lex, they don't really have that option. Underworld Wolves, last time around, it was Grim and Sammy who could both step in place if Reckless wasn't playing well. Lex, we haven't really seen anyone else show that same level. I have to wait on it. Also, Trivia definitely going to make it known that he would want to step in there. That shot just a little high. Underworld Wolves and Legion will look for a spot on offense. Ico Wesky. Been pinched off the corner. Bouncer will get this back. Sammy will still take the challenge here. And Underworld Wolves and Legion looking midfield. Ico Wesky trying to dribble this under stun. Game still resting tide here as Lex Immortals have shown a good amount of proficiency on offense as they've just given another chance in front. Stun will try to center it, but no one there waiting for him. And Underworld Wolves will want more on offense, although they just can't seem to get it. It's a heavy first touch. Someone's got to go for this. Oh, it's a miss! That's a miss for Ico Wesky! Oh, it was so routine as well. Ico Wesky's gonna be kicking herself. That is about as easy as they come. Maybe the pressure got to her. But that is a bad goal to give up. And a bad time as well. This is Game 5. And the pressure is well and truly on at this point. Ico Wesky looking for that return play. Underworld Wolves. Starting with Reckless. Vivia. Aiko will stay on this one here, as that's going to be another chance. Again, Underworld Wolves and Legion just not prepared for these plays. Two Immortals shooting out of very strange places, but Underworld Wolves and Legion haven't seemed to be able to recognize that, as that's a great play in front. No other challenge, though. Aiko never went for it, even though it bounced freely on the ground. We're just seeing that hesitancy from Lunar Legion now. The last thing you want this team to do is to be hesitant, as that's another great shot. That one will bounce wide. Sun's still on this one. Falling in front of that, just had a chance. Fall right to his front bumper. And it will be cleared away as Lunar Legion. Right now, just getting so many clears, and if anyone to step up this game to get that next goal, it would be, I feel like Aiko Weski or maybe Reckless. That's a great shot. Sammy. Bouncer will keep it to the corner, and that's a miss from Reckless, and Bouncer with a lot of free room will flick this high. Aiko, not an easy block. Stun comes in to help out Drivia. But no options there as Reckless trying to bump out Bouncer. Aiko will make sure that job gets done, but still Underworld Wolves and Legion not pushing up, not getting offense. There's a lot of panic. It's not a lot of control for them, and all these players going straight to 2LX. That's an own goal! Aiko Weski's once again put it in her own net. This time, though, it's a little bit more inexcusable. She had time there. She had Sammy. She had Reckless. The one thing she didn't have to do there was rush that touch. And that's exactly what she did. She'll pay for it. 2LX Immortals on point to taking Game 5. Underworld Wolves, Lunar Legion. In the midfield is Sammy. Still unable to just get themselves somewhere on offense, but Sammy will have it! Free shot on Trivia, and Underworld Wolves, Lunar Legion are right back in it. This game's still not over. We've not gone to overtime yet tonight. We'd love to see it at some point. Maybe this is the game to do it. That is, if Underworld Wolves, Lunar Legion can score again. With 30 seconds to go, that is a tall order for this side. They've got to work very, very diligently. That's not a great start for Aiko Weski. Straight into the hands of Bouncer. And now a bump. Stun. Cleared back by Sammy as he'll... Again, just trying to get to offense as fast as he can. This one gets chipped over one. Bouncer. Reckless, so it's a great first touch. Has an infield option, but Trivia with yet another block. Aiko now looking in the midfield, but nobody there. 2 Life Xfinity Immortals are now 1 game away from going to the Grand Finals. All that it comes down to is this game 6. To where the pressure really does get so much higher. Neo Tokyo, it's the famous Neo Tokyo, where so many of these matches have found their end. 2LX Immortals are only 1 win away from a finals appearance. Adding in Trivia, definitely a pretty interesting call to make. I don't think it changed too much about them. A lot of Underworld Wolves just felt so defensive. Felt like they didn't want to push up. And again, with the way they've been playing the series, they've got to be more confident. It's a game based on confidence, really. Underworld Wolves, Lunar Legion. If they're confident, they have the reasons to take down 2LX Immortals. This time around, though, they started off a bit too safe. And I think that's what caught them. Now they are, once again, at risk of elimination. They saw this against Evolve Astra. They're almost certainly going to try to do it all over again. And that means getting a good start in Game 6 as well. Underworld Wolves, Lunar Legion have found themselves this far. I don't think they're about to give up, and they're already off to a great start on that shot from Aiko. Needs to be better. Actually, again, just taking a little bit more time. I think that could have been that first goal for Underworld Wolves. Instead, again, trying to rush this play. Well, speed is definitely one thing. The Wolves feel like they're trying to play far too fast for their own good as Ikoweski got out here. Oh, what a great block. Follow up will be saved as well. Stun still on this one, and no one back to help Ikoweski. Sammy was sitting on the sidelines. I think he was expecting an earlier clear. And instead it will go field, and Ikoweski does it all herself. Somehow it finds its way through the smoke, through the defense, to everyone. Ikoweski will get Underworld Wolves and Legion on the board first here in Neo Tokyo. It's a great challenge though, and Underworld Wolves and Legion, that lead, not one that can hold forever, unless they can add a few more goals to it. That's where this Underworld Wolves and Legion midfield comes into play. But won them Game 4. Needs to show up here in Game 6. Stun. Bumped out as all 3 players committed in here. Underworld Wolves and Legion needs to go back, although Bounce will be first to it. He was a 50-50 merchant last game. Oh, but he's gonna let Trivia take it here. It's the second time this game Underworld Wolves and Legion have been caught doing that. But at this time it will actually go in. Again, they're just not prepared for these 50-50 challenges. But 2LX aren't hiding anything from them. They're going for it, and they're making it very well known they're going for it. They're setting themselves up. Be very, very close in as Sammy, that's just by the post. And the 2LX Immortals. A little bit of offense here, stun. Bumped out by Ikoweski. Sammy now to the back wall. Has boost. Has the pinch in front for Reckless. Oh, it's a perfect pass. Sammy sets it up perfectly. And Underworld Wolves back in the lead. I don't think you could have asked for much better from Sammy. Never really looked like he was ever going to miss the touch. And the question was if he was going to be able to put it near the net. And boy, did he ever. Underworld Wolves back up by 1. Now all they're looking for is just add a little bit more. Again, a 1-goal lead. I don't know if you can really expect it to hold for 3 whole minutes against 2LX Immortals. Not with how they're playing, at least. As Trivia, saved out by Sammy. Reckless will have a little bit of a hop there as Underworld Wolves need to get this one out. Reckless being right next to it. Underworld Wolves and Legion, they've lost this one. Trivia, this one, in for stun. It is off the post and in. And when you hit the ball up that easily, you are asking to be scored on. It's another errant touch for Underworld Wolves and Legion. It's no time for 2LX Immortals. They're not hiding what they're doing. They know they're going to challenge, and they're letting Underworld Wolves and Legion know they're going to challenge. By the point they are going to challenge, there's not much Underworld Wolves can do to stop them. So it's tied again. As I said, those 1-goal leads aren't going to hold forever for Underworld Wolves. Here we go. 2LX Immortals, can they take their first lead of Game 6? They're on match point. This is their chance to take the series. Ikoweski. He'll keep this one away. Reckless waits behind them. And that's going to go midfield. Trivia. Iko again. Here's her chance. It's a great first touch, but Trivia with an expert block. And 2LX just waiting patiently, although not that patiently. Underworld Wolves nearly took their chance there. Now Reckless with another one. Bouncer waiting under it. Sammy with a high flick. Ikoweski jumping in. All 3 players commit for 2LX Immortals. They're just trying to force that ball out. As stun. That first touch really poorly hit there. Ikoweski will have a very easy clear. Underworld Wolves, Lunar Legion just leading close in. As Sammy gonna run away from stun here, but 2LX Immortals have multiple players. Even if stun doesn't get to it, he's got Trivia who is coming in right behind him. And of course, he's got Bouncer, who's protecting that defensive side as Wolves and Legion inside that final minute need to get that ball out if they want any chance to be in this series. This one, bumped in front, is Reckless. Stun, unable to score on that chance. A very tough angle to ask of Stun. Although he has hit those kind of angles so far tonight. He'll have another chance here with a full tank of boost. Iko Weski will make sure he doesn't even see the nets. But Bouncer walking in! Saved by Sammy. There was no one back initially. Stun now. Has the net in sight! And it's Reckless who's hit in his own net. 26 seconds to go. Reckless, who was at Underworld Wolves mid-season, may have just cost them the series. Iko Weski had the save. But it was Reckless who shot it by her. Is that the goal to end the series? And to end the run of Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion. Stun. Still no goals this game. He's been orchestrating this comeback though. Trivia saved on the line. 10 seconds and counting. Sammy clears it out. Iko to help a little bit here. Bouncer beat by Sammy. Time running out. 2LX Immortals will move to the grand finals. And from an own goal as well. Sorry, it was Stun with 2 goals this game. It was Bouncer had no goals this game, which I found quite impressive. It was a great performance from Bouncer. 2LX Immortals making that change. Trivia adding a little bit more energy to this team when they needed it. That own goal from Reckless to end things. I don't think Reckless is going to be forgetting about that anytime soon. It's a horrible end to a great season for Underworld Wolves Lunar Legion. But 2LX Immortals proving they deserve that spot. Grand Finals is where they're up to next again to play against the winner of Evolve Moonlight and RC Bash Brothers. Again, what an incredible performance here. 2LX, 2 Life Xfinity, by the way. That's what the name stands for. Well, they're off to the grand finals with an incredible Game 6. Again, what a great performance as well. 2LX Immortals, I mean, playing the way that I'm sure they would have wanted themselves to play. It's just now for them, it's just about moving to the grand finals, seeing how they can work things around. Of course, we're just moving right along here. It's been an amazing performance so far. Only 1 win away, taking the tournament. As everybody in chat, be nice. I know you guys have been talking a lot during the series. Let's be kind. If you guys can't do that, I'm gonna have to mute some of you, which I really don't want to do. There is respectful conversation and there isn't respectful conversation. Let's be respectful. I know you guys can do it in chat. And we're gonna get that. Victory will be listed very soon. Four games to 2, it will be 2LX Immortals who are now in the grand finals, and what a win that's gotta be for them. But that's it for us tonight. As that will end our night. Thank you all so much for joining the stream. We're gonna get a raid out here. And take care. And be well, everyone. We'll be live again tomorrow. That's gonna be over for us. Thank you so much for joining. an amazing rest of your night. Take care, everyone. Be live again tomorrow with more Rocket League action, but for now, have a good rest of your evening.